I've been the therapist friend for the longest time, and there's this one question which I could never answer. Loneliness, the key to loneliness, the answer to loneliness. Because I think there's no answer. I think that it's good. You know, no friends is basically just you learning how to enjoy your own company. You know, it's surprising to me when people are afraid of going to the cafe alone or a cinema alone. I think that's one of the best experiences you can have, spoiling yourself. Not having any friends is an opportunity, not a curse. A phase that makes you love yourself. I used to be lonely too, but then I think my body started loving my mind and my mind started loving my body. I just started loving myself, and then people started loving me. That's how it works. That's the key if anyone ever wanted it. But I don't think anyone should ever want it. You should love yourself first, and then you'll like not be lonely, you know. I think society romanticizes friendship. I think society romanticizes a lot of things. You go to movies, you see these people, they're making teams. Nah, it's not that serious. You're not supposed to like have this childhood best friend and your childhood friends and your school friends and your college friends. Those are not necessary, you know, or a group chat or that group chat which is a sub-part of a group chat. I don't know how to explain it. Not all of us can fit into that mold. And the truth is that people just they don't deserve you. No one deserves your time except yourself. I think that's true. Of course, there are people who do deserve your time. I'm just saying that you have to love yourself first, and then other people, you can decide if other people deserve your time. You know, you're free. You begin to meet yourself without filters. You discover what you enjoy. I think that's what social media ruins the most. When you see 10,000 reels of the same song, you eventually like the song. But what do you enjoy? What song do you enjoy? What song did you discover and you enjoyed? If my friends tomorrow started talking about, let's say, um, let's play this game, and then they're playing it every day, and then of course I'll start liking it too because I'm playing it with my friends. I don't know if I actually like the game or not. You know, you don't have to follow like fake trends, you don't have to fake a laugh, you don't have to fight peer pressure, to be honest. This is like real growth. If I could leave anything, if I could leave you guys with anything, I would want you guys to leave with a new definition of loneliness. It's not the absence of people, it's the absence of connection. I'm sure most of you have many people, but you can still feel like alone, you know. And I want you to ask yourself this, okay? It's not the absence of people, it's the absence of connection, right? So, who do you want to be connected to the most right now? Okay, you named a person. I hope you named a person. No, that's wrong. Unless you said yourself, you're wrong. Because the thing is that at the end of the day, it's you. You're going to talk to yourself. It's you at the end of the day. When I go to sleep, I'm gonna sleep with me. When I wake up, I'm gonna wake up with me. When I go to the gym, I'm gonna go with me. And that's the only important connection in this world. You with yourself. You know, learn your triggers, heal your wounds, create a life that excites you, where even when no one is watching. It's grounding in a way. And you stop chasing external validation, which is the most important thing ever. I used to chase external validation a lot, people calling me handsome, but it turns out people would call me ugly all the time, and I think I beat myself up too much over it. And now I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, okay, this guy's hot, so I'm gonna think I'm hot now. That's when you become magnetic, to be honest. It's in your subconscious mind. If you become hot, if you think you're hot, you're gonna become hot. I think might be a pull or might be a push too far, but Bill Gates, when he was a child, he was not a child, but when he almost started Microsoft, I think the first 5 years were just an absolute failure. But he still was delusional enough to be like, oh shit, this is gonna be successful. And it did become successful because he believed in it. He believed in it. And if you believe in yourself, which is like a month, a month of progress, it's like uh, just look in your, just a month of improvement every day can bring so much improvement. But the hardest part about it is obviously no one sees your work. No one knows what you did throughout the day. No one sees the gym sessions. No one sees anything. And you might feel forgotten, but this is also the part where you transform. You become magnetic to people. You know, the work you're doing is now hidden, and one day it's not gonna be hidden, just like the Microsoft story, and it happened overnight, and you're lucky now. That's how life works. Um, Eventually, when you've done this, you've loved yourself, you love your body, you'll find people who match your energy, not because you followed a trend, not because you faked a laugh. You'll attract real people, real ones. Friendships for me are all about honesty, respect, shared values, and not convenience, not because you had the same timetable, not because you were in the same place, not because that you're just so free that you text them good morning every day. But until then, if you learn anything from this video, the 20 people that watch this video, you know, be okay walking solo. It's not empty, it's sacred. It's temporary, this solution of mine, but who you become in it might last forever. So, I don't know what I've said for the last 8 minutes, but if I could preface it, it would basically be, you know, you're lonely right now. You're lonely right now, but it is the best thing ever. It's like a training arc. Wait, let me rephrase that again. You might be lonely right now, but you're not behind. You're actually in the best phase possible. And this is the part where you start loving yourself, and then you'll have then you'll become magnetic, then people will love you, because not because you followed a trend, but because you started loving yourself, and this was incorporated in the subconscious mind of other people, and then that's it. That's how you make friends. That's how you stop being lonely, because you loved yourself. So you're not alone. You're not alone right now. You're just becoming a person. You're just becoming someone who's magnetic, who's bound to get success. And I think this is a powerful message. Okay, bye bye.